Hello everyone, and today I'm giving you my review of Ryse, Son of Rome. About 2 weeks ago, about 2.5 weeks ago, I got this game on the Xbox One, and this game is really fun. It's super fun. And in this game, you play Dominius, this man who's the son of a very well-renowned and respectable senator and soldier of it, which is your dad in the game, and essentially you become like a beholden, very, very respectable centurion yourself, and yet essentially the main character he's set out to destroy the rest of the Brits and all of them as they come waves after waves of attacking Rome, and essentially that's the story. But there's also a subplot of the gods interfering, and his mom and the sister get killed off very, very early on, and his dad is dying. Like, this is all stuff that happens in the beginning of the game, so it's not huge spoilers. Also, the game's been out for about 3 years. I think it came out in 2013, I believe. So yeah, it's about, if you haven't played the game, well, spoiler. So sorry. Well, there'll be a spoiler in the description area at least. So essentially that's the game, and essentially from then you go in and try to just do what you can, but then you realize along the way that Romans essentially betrayed itself. Emperor Nero, who's in this game, is like a total alternate Nero himself, not the actual historical character of Nero, but a different Nero essentially. And he's abandoned his post. He's essentially traitorized his own country. He's super selfish. And he realizes, and that in this game, you realize about this mythical ancient character who was like this black knight centurion, and that he was abandoned by his own post, and that his own brothers, his brother centurions, were betraying him. There's a bunch of different stories in this movie. However, it never became convoluted, so that when your character goes along and seeks revenge on Rome itself, because they've essentially abandoned their post and betrayed all the centurions, and not all of them at least. It's a very hard to describe story, at least. It's a very interesting game. With that instead, what's good about this game? Number one, the story. The story itself is fascinating. You get this own cool type of its own little mythos. Something it's trying not to be something any bigger of its own self, but it does feel smartly well contained with some really interesting story and some good depth to it. And I do like how the game ends on the hint of sadness, but also on a glimmer of beautiful hope. Kind of like. Sounds like someone's upstairs. No, it's not next door. I'm sorry. I'm rambling on about something else. I'm sorry. Okay, only I can hear that, so whatever. It's super distracting. Fucking people. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's the story of itself. What's good about this? Like, aside from the story itself is really great, but the main character himself, I like him a lot. He's a great, of course, classic vengeance style, inspired of the game, classic, vengeance story of itself, and I really do like it. Also, the effects are very good. When you get up close with a good detail and character descriptions, when it is not so much of the action story itself, but more the cutscenes, at least. Yeah, that's a proper word. The cutscenes, they're excellent. They're very good. Even for a game that is like about 3 years old now, it still holds up very well visually. And this looks gorgeous. The animation is great. The CG is really well done. The way how it goes about all this type of stuff here, it's very good. Also really good as well. It takes a bit of time to get adjusted to it, but once you're adjusted to it, it's very fun, and you feel like kicking a lot of ass within the game. The controls are very simple. A itself is to deflect with your shield. X and Y are used to attack. X is used to hack. slash Y is used to either, I think it's to like jab at, because you're like this weird type of ancient Roman sword that kind of goes like this, but it kind of spikes. It does like, if you see in the artwork here, well, yes, right here within the artwork, how it kind of goes out with that design. So it has a great. So when you with a sword like that, which is a Roman gladius at least, but it's more has more cooler design to it at least. The Roman gladius itself was used to both for hacking and slashing, and it's actually a very versatile weapon because it's a double-edged sword, and it has a great pinning point, and it kind of tapers like that, or like this. So you got great control of the broad control of the blade, of the whole blade itself, and you really do get a good feel for it. And yet, there's also these great special executions. And also, you can pick up, and they're great. Either you can evade around the shield of the enemies, or you can batter it away, at least, or you can evade around the shield and you can cut their throat, or you can stab through their neck, or hack off their arms, or stab through their bellies. It's great. And once you get used to the controls of that, you feel so kick-ass and so invincible that it's awesome. However, that leads into my weak point. When I first played this game, from the beginning to the end, it took me a good week, and I got my ass kicked a lot. But like once I was really able to finish the game, I replayed it the day I finished it, and like about 2 hours in, I was already 50% through the game. That's the thing about it. Like first time playing it, you're gonna get your ass kicked. But once you actually once you at least adjust to the techniques and all that type of stuff, you kind of feel a bit too invincible. I found myself, at times at least, it was just breezing through so much, even though it was cool and super awesome to just see myself doing all these type of executions and stuff like that. At a certain point, I'm like, I just want to be challenged. And granted, the bosses, they're a touch more harder at least, but you see what I'm getting at. The more adjusted you feel through the game, the more easier it feels, and through that, you get my drift. It becomes a bit more simpler. And while I do understand that this is a video game where you aren't really playing yourself, you're playing in a better. You put in a kick-ass character who's kind of feeling like a top of the world type of person, but really, it's like you at a certain point you just kind of go, I want a competition, and at this point I've beaten the game twice. The only part I found very, very difficult is a part near the end when you're fighting the Emperor's son in a gladiator like arena, and the part I always had the most trouble with is the part when there's like 5 golden centurion leaders, and he's like, I want you in my eye. You gotta figure that out. Actually, I think there's 6. There's 6 at least. Yeah, I just remember there were 6 of them, and that's the only part I've always found very, very challenging. But it's like, aside from that, the game's a complete breeze, like a cut through the leaf. It's very, very fluid and simple, and there's really good executions. However, the game at times does feel a bit repetitive. It does feel a bit too easy at times. Maybe it's because I play it on the easiest ability, but then again, that's just me, so maybe that's my own fault. But regardless, in the end, I'm sorry. It's almost midday, and I'm already tired. But in the end, Ryse, Son of Rome, it's a very fun, cool game. It's nothing special, but it's its own cool, interesting little thing that I do really like and admire. Overall, it's a very fun game with some good combos and techniques, all that other stuff. Mumbo Jumbo is a good character, good plot. Overall, I'm going to give Ryse, Son of Rome a 7.5 out of 10. It's a good to great game, but with some bugging issues it is rather repetitive, and it is, at the very least, it feels a bit too easy to master. So it has its pros and cons. That's just my review of the game itself. I really do hope you enjoyed my review of this game. And yeah, stick around for more videos as always, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the future. Till then, have a good day. And thank you for watching. And you can click the subscribe button down below as always. Till then, thank you very much. And have a good day.